Oh, it's so hot in here. Will you open the window? Oh, thank you, thank you. No, it's still so stuffy. Open the door, will you? Oh, thank you. I think it's time to start filming, so would you all please turn off your phones? Thank you very much. Thank you. So, hello and welcome. My name is Katie and you are watching Grammar Wise. In today's program, I will explain how to make polite requests, how to ask people to do something for us. But at the beginning, as usual, we will watch a dialogue.
Honey, will you get me a glass of water, please? It's really hot and I'm so thirsty. Please, will you?
Yeah, okay. I'll bring it in.
Honey, please?
I'll bring it in a moment. Here.
Thanks. Darling, will you open the window? It's so stuffy in here. It's really hard to breathe.
Finally.
The window, it's stuffy. Will you please open the window?
We just gotta. Okay.
Thank you.
That's been an issue with Jeremy Lin. He's had 22 turnovers in the last 4 games, so as good as he is,
Honey,
tendency to cough it up.
honey,
What?
would you please turn the sound down? It's so loud in here.
Stop. I won't do anything. Stop.
It'll be like this for 9 months. Do you still want a baby?
Drive one.
Poor man, when your wife is pregnant, there is no time to relax. When the woman from the dialogue asked her husband to do something, she said, "Will you open the window?" or "Will you bring me some juice?" So, the special word of today's program is will. We usually use it in a situation when we ask someone to do something for us or when we agree to do something. To better understand how to form sentences with will, let's watch some episodes.
Honey, will you get me a glass of water, please?
So, she says, "Will you get me a glass of water?" When we want to tell someone to do something for us, we can just say, "Get me a glass of water." But it's not very polite. So if you want to sound more polite, you'd better use will at the beginning of your sentence. So that's what she says. "Will you get me a glass of water, please?" Let's watch one more episode. This one.
Would you please turn it down? It's so loud in here.
She says, "Would you please turn it down?" So in this sentence, we don't have will, but we have would. Would and will are synonyms. My friends, please pay attention that we use will when we talk to someone we know well, for example, to our friends or relatives. But if you want to sound more formal, especially when you talk to someone you don't know, you would usually use would at the beginning of your request to sound more polite. So let's look at these two sentences one more time. If we look attentively, we can see that the structure of the sentence is the same in both sentences. Will you get? Would you turn it down? Let's look at the structure one more time. So we don't need these episodes anymore. So if you want to ask someone to do something for you, you would usually say, "Will you?" or "Would you?" then action word and please at the end of your request to sound more polite. As you can see, the structure is very simple. So it's time for you to practice. Your first task is to put the words in the correct order. Let's start. So here we can see a sentence. You would close, please, the door. Please take your time and put these words in the correct order to make a grammatically correct request. So, very good. The correct sentence is: would you close the door, please? Would you close the door, please? Very good. But I have one more sentence. Let's look here. A taxi will call me you, please. Okay, take your time. Great. The correct sentence is: will you call me a taxi, please? And now you're going to see some word combinations, and I will ask you to make polite questions using them. Are you ready? Let's start. So, the first one. Help me with this. Very good. The correct answer is: will you help me with this? Okay, the next word combination is do homework. Great. The correct answer is: will you do your homework? And the last word combination is answer the phone. Let's imagine the phone is ringing, but you cannot answer the phone. So what will you say? You're absolutely right. You will say, will you answer the phone, please? Well done. You are very good students.
If we want to tell people what to do, we use the following sentence structure. First, we mention the helping word, will or would, to sound more polite. After that, we add you, then the action word, and later, all the other words you need.
We can use will not only when we make polite requests, but also when we agree to do something. Let's look at some examples. So, the first one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's look at this sentence. He says, okay, I will. So she asked him, will you get me some water? The short answer will be, okay, I will. Everything is very simple. Let's watch one more episode. This one.
I'll bring it in a moment.
Okay, he says, I'll bring it in a moment. Please pay attention that in this sentence we use a short form of the verb will. In conversational English, we do not usually say, I will bring or I will open. We usually use a short form. I'll open, I'll bring. So let's look at the structure of these sentences one more time. Okay, let's look here. So at the beginning, we have a subject. We can use will when we talk about any number of people. So I can say, I will help you, or I can say, Chris and I will help you. So at the beginning, we have a subject, then we have will, and then any action word. Right now, you are going to see some word combinations. Then I will describe a problem I have, and I will ask you to help me. Your task is to agree using these word combinations. Okay? So, the first problem. I lost my wallet. I don't have any money. Will you give me some money? You're absolutely right. The answer is, I will give you some money. Okay, another problem. I have 2 tickets to Paris, but my friend cannot go with me. So, will you fly with me to Paris? And your answer is, of course, I will fly with you to Paris. And I have one more problem. It's so cold in here. Will you please close the door? And your answer is, I will close the door. So thank you very much. You are very good students.
If you want to express your willingness to do something or a promise, we use the following sentence structure. First, we mention the subject. For example, I, we. After that, we add our helping word, will, then the action word and all the other words.
If someone asks you to do something, you can't always agree. Let's watch an episode and learn how to do it grammatically correct. So, this one.
I won't do anything.
Okay, let's look at this sentence. I won't do anything. Once again, in conversational English, we usually use short form. So instead of saying will not, we usually say won't. That's what we see in this sentence. I won't do anything. Let's look at the structure. So at the beginning, we have a subject. I, we, whatever. Then we will have either will not or short form won't and any action word. Is it clear? Because right now you are going to practice. I'm going to describe some situations and I will ask you for help. But this time your task is to make negative sentences using won't and word combinations you will see. Okay? So are you ready? Let's start. So the first problem I have. I want to buy a new house, a very big one. So will you give me $1 million? Unfortunately, your answer is I won't give you $1 million. Okay, I have another problem. I need to take a driving test, but I'm afraid I won't pass it. So will you take a driving test instead of me? And one more time, your answer is no, I won't take a driving test for you. Of course, it's cheating, it's not right. And one more request. Will you stop using the internet? I'm sure most of you will say, no, I won't stop using the internet. So, well done.
To talk about unwillingness to do something or refusal, we use the following sentence structure. First, we mention the subject. Then we add the helping word will with not and our action word. And then all the other words you need.
Revise all the material we have learned today, will you? And now, will you watch the dialogue one more time and repeat all the phrases the wife used? Let's watch.
Honey, will you get me a glass of water, please? It's really hot and I'm so thirsty. Please, will you?
Yeah, okay. I'll bring it in.
Honey, please?
I'll bring it in a moment. Here.
Thanks. Darling, will you open the window? It's so stuffy in here. It's really hard to breathe.
Finally.
The window, it's stuffy. Will you please open the window?
We just gotta. Okay.
Thank
I
you.
will.
That's been an issue with Jeremy Lin. He's had 22 turnovers in the last 4 games, so as good as he is,
Honey,
tendency to cough it up.
honey,
What?
would you please turn the sound down? It's so loud in here.
Stop. I won't do anything. Stop.
It'll be like this for 9 months. Do you still want a baby?
So, will you remember everything that we've learned today? I hope you will. Thank you for watching Grammar Wise. Goodbye.